that you can ask deeper questions.
I like this.
You like this?
I like this.
Shall we open it?
Yeah.
She left at the studio, so thank you, Danielle. We're really excited. Look how beautiful this is.
Yeah. I also
Love
want
the
to touch it.
gold.
Like,
It's all about the presentation. It's not all about the presentation, but the presentation helps. Like, I mean, look at this. Question everything. Okay, I'm going to ask you a deep question.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wait, no, I think this is the instructions.
It looks like it. I saw
We
the
never
back
read
of
the
it.
instructions.
I was like, wow, that's a long question.
Question everything.
Okay.
When have you felt the closest to magic in your life? You don't have to say right now.
Oh, I know. Right off the top of my head, I know.
Okay.
I was in South Beach. Spring break.
Were there ladies involved?
No, actually, I sold my electric guitar in college to get down to South Beach, and I was in the water floating in South Beach, like right off Ocean Ave.
Were you a starfish?
And I just looked up at the sky and just had this very massive, immense sense of peace. And I've yet to have it again, and that was back in 20.
You haven't felt close to magic since that?
Not like that. Like that
I feel so
feeling of
sad.
peace. That feeling. Why?
Because my closest thing to magic is this set and having this talk show.
I feel like that's what you're supposed to say.
No, that's not what I'm supposed to say.
Yeah.
I co-created this with Andy. Of course, this is the closest.
So
This is not your magic, is what
It's
you're
not
saying.
every day you're
to me.
basking in the South Beach waters, in the middle of spring break.
I'm sorry, you're just basking on your own talk show. But that's okay. We don't have to go there.
Just saying. Just saying.
We don't have to go there. Ask one more question. We'll get into entertainment.
What's the closest to magic?
Besides the show, honestly, I was born to tell stories.
So tell us a story.
One
Besides
day,
the show, what's the
when I
closest
was
to magic?
7 years old,
Okay.
I asked my dad to borrow his camcorder. I then set it up in my basement, and I started talking to the camera and said, "Welcome to the Michelle Show." And I would do that every single day in my basement. And I do believe I was training my brain and my body for one day to coincide with LA and what's happening today.
Okay.
You know, you don't have to be like full of
was waiting
cherries
for a
and
real
blossoms.
answer.
That is a real answer.
Okay.
What?
I want to get real.
That is
I
real.
want to get real.
What else do you want me to say? This is
Besides the show, magic.
You know
Got
the
nothing?
picture. You know the picture
I
of
thought you tell us a story, Michelle. Besides the show,
magic.
what's the closest you ever felt to magic? Yeah.
I think just like having this incredible opportunity to see the way life is with pink glasses.
Yeah, I believe that. That's true, 100%.
Yeah, I
Can we
think,
get a clip of her when she was on Price is Right? What was it?
No, don't get
Can
a
we
clip
please?
of me. No,
Do we
please,
have
please,
that
please,
replay?
please. No,
When her hairs
please
are
don't.
flailing out of the side of the star?
Yes, I do think
Okay.
I have been given the opportunity to see the world with lenses of a child, and I am grateful for that. But I mean, I have maturity. It's just that like I can see things in a
you're very
way that
mature.
I can just
Yeah.
see things like with a brighter sense of like wonder. Which
Thank God.
which you lose after a certain time.
The show would be depressive if it wasn't for her. So,
if it was just your side, it would just be
anyway.
depressing.
we do have an amazing guest on today.
We do, Mr. William D. Johnson.
Oh. Can
We're
we get
so
some
excited.
applause?
Yes, we're talking about stem cells and how
Ooh.
and what they're doing over at Demarest. If I'm saying it right, I'm saying it right. Yes. We're really excited to learn more about like what is going on over there. I've heard about stories about people being able to walk again, just getting like all like healthy and wellness and stem cells, and they don't just do stem cells. I saw they also do treatments for looking better. So it's not just feeling better; you can also look better. So I'm excited to know more about that. And I had the opportunity of running into them. I was literally sitting in my car and I saw them walking across with our lovely friend Carrie Ann, and I was like, they look amazing. I was like, who are they? And I was like, oh, it's Carrie Ann and our guest.
That's awesome.
And I got so excited, and we all walked into creation together. And you looked like a fashion It looked like a fashion magazine. It looked like a magazine when we were walking in.
When they walked in,
yeah.
for sure.
Like
for sure.
all these firemen were like, I like the outfits.
Yeah.
That's what they said. It's
Oh, the
true.
firemen outside?
Yes,
Yeah.
they're like, I like the outfits.
Nice,
Even
nice.
though they were like sitting next to me, it was kind of awkward for them to say like the outfits. Speaking
Michelle
of liking
loves
the
firemen,
outfits,
by the way.
MEM Studios.
You must be having a great
Hey.
morning. Yeah.
Yeah, MEM Studios is in full effect. It started not even a full week ago. It literally, No, Wednesday?
Well, the thought has been in.
The thought has been in the wheels since 19. No, I'm just kidding.
I've been hearing about it since about October, I'd say.
Yeah, I mean, I actually brought it up to Andy. We were standing outside of Studio Place, and I said, I've always wanted to have my own studios. When I look at someone and when I talk to someone, I am inspired to have a show. And it happens every day, all the time, and it happens from a simple conversation, and then all of a sudden my wheels start turning, and then I'm like, oh, this would be a great scripted show, this would be a great commercial, this would be a great movie, and it doesn't stop.
Right.
Actually, I thought this was really sweet. As you can see. I thought this was really cool. I got an email this morning saying we should submit for the Emmys.
I did hear that also.
Isn't that awesome?
Yeah.
I thought that was so cool. It was one of the best daytime talk shows, and I sent it over to Andy, and Andy was like, I think the deadline has already passed, but it has not passed, and we're really excited because this would be great.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. We'll see. But if you want to connect with us, you got to follow us at good_day_live on Instagram, good_day_live on TikTok. We're everything, everywhere, all at once, like Michelle Yeoh and Jamie Lee Curtis, and now
Ke Huy Quan.
And Ke Huy Quan, who won Best Supporting Actor. I know how we have to. It's
Why
funny.
do you say it so strongly?
Because he is a strong force, my friend. He is a strong force.
I was watching Joe Coy, and he was talking about
Love
how
Joe Coy.
the different Asian cultures talk.
Yeah.
And if you're Japanese, you talk from your stomach. Yeah.
Oh, and Joe Coy is Filipino, isn't he?
He's Filipino.
Yeah.
And he talked about Vietnam, and they talk very fast, like this.
Oh,
you can tell
yeah?
the difference between them. Yeah.
That's cool. I don't know.
And I think it was Mandarin that talks like everything's a question.
Oh, that's cool.
I was like, wow, I never really. We knew it all, but we didn't know how to depict which differences were what. He can say it, I can't.
It's exactly what I was going to say. I'm going to let Joe Coy, you do it. Kyle, you.
After my second example, I was like, I'm going to get us canceled.
Yeah, you're going to get us canceled. Don't get us canceled. Let us know where you're tuning in from. We want to connect with you and see how you're doing. Let's get into entertainment news, shall we? Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. You know, this guy has gotten this guy has gotten into the news not too recently, but recent enough.
I thought that's who walked in today.
Oh. You thought Ben Affleck walked in today? No, it's William. but you know, hey, you never know. This is cool. So he was recently, he came out and gave a talk, and he did it in perfect Spanish.
He's dating Jennifer Lopez.
Dating? Rewind. He's married. He's married to Jennifer Lopez.
Same difference. Listen, is this second go around? Is this their second go around?
Kyle?
What?
I don't even know what to say to you sometimes.
We're gonna name the rock that I live under at some point.
The name that you rock under, the name of the rock that you live under, say that 10 times faster than Friday, is in Culver City.
I was gonna name it Wilson.
Wilson. Yeah. Oh, look at you.
Like Castaway.
Yeah, like Castaway.
Yeah.
No, but
so
he's they're just saying that like he's going viral for speaking impeccable Spanish while promoting his new movie Air. Cool. And then if you want to watch the clip, you can go check it out.
Cool. It got a 99% on Rotten Tomato. I'm actually really excited to see this.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see this. I'm also really excited about this, and I don't know
Chalamet?
why.
Chalamet?
Yes.
Love that guy.
What's her face?
Zendaya?
Jenner. Zendaya.
I couldn't tell. I mean, Jenner's got the whole.
Does that look like Zendaya to you?
A little bit, yeah. It
that
does.
looks like Zendaya?
Yes.
Studio audience, does this look like Zendaya?
No, not to anyone else, just me? All right.
What? Kylie
she's light skinned. And Kylie's like pushing the caramel a little bit.
It's a spray tan, I'm
Listen,
assuming.
look at her compared to Timothy. Look at the skin tone compared to each other.
It doesn't matter.
Okay?
It just looks nothing like Zendaya, in my opinion.
Well, okay, I forget it.
You need to go on regular guy Fridays with our buddy Kevin.
That'd be fun.
I feel like you are a regular guy.
That'd be fun.
But a regular guy.
I've been called a regular person multiple times in the studio.
No, and I mean it in a really good way because you're super talented. But like when it comes to like everyday stuff like this stuff, it doesn't. What like you were like Jennifer Lopez is married to Ben Affleck.
That's amazing.
Yeah, for the past 2 years.
Isn't it fun to have someone on the talk show that's learning while you do? Isn't that fun?
Yeah. Sure.
We'll take a survey.
Super fun. Anyway, so apparently they're dating, or they've been spotted. Listen, we've been spotted or out in events, and like everyone's like, we think that we're dating.
Right,
Do you want to show the paddle just to make sure people
yeah.
We had to have this
always
made.
on the top.
Had to have this made just so that people were like, yeah. Don't hit yourself with that.
I can never help it. I always have to like.
What? That's not nice.
Just one boop, you know? I don't know why.
A boop? Boop. Oh, wow. A boop. Okay. And then this is fun. This is what's going around all over the place. I did one the other day. For you two can do a Barbie emoji
Why
kind
does
of thing.
Viola Davis look like she doesn't want it at all?
Well, this what's funny about this is that you can write what you want at the top.
That's great.
And so Viola Davis has, this Barbie helps you get away with murder.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Do you know that show?
Yes, I do.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure you know
I've
the
worked
show.
with people that were behind the scenes on that show.
Oh, you did? Really?
Yeah.
I love her. She's a
incredible.
force. She's an incredible force. Anyway, this is super
her role
fun.
in Fences, unbelievable.
Her what?
Her role in Fences,
I
the
never
movie.
saw Fences.
Oh,
Yeah?
it's an actor's movie.
It's
it's all dialogue. There's no action. It's like it's in a house that no locations like whatsoever.
So audience members don't like it?
It's a play. Audience members loved it. If you like plays, you would like the movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't really following you on that. And then I brought this up for you, Kyle.
It's the chubbiest baby
Kyle
ever.
True. Look at this
baby.
baby. This is Jenna Johnson from Dancing with the Stars is proud to show her little chunker. Chunker. Look at that face. Look at that face. I thought
boy, chunky.
I don't know if that's a boy. Is it a boy?
Really?
Maybe. She just says life lately, and I thought of you. I thought of you with
I think
that.
that's a boy.
You think it's a boy?
I think that's a boy.
How can you tell what a baby is a baby is a boy or a girl? I can't
Honestly,
tell.
a lot of my best friends have girls as like toddlers.
Yeah.
I think I've just gotten good at it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Between Rose and Melly, I can tell what's a boy, what's a girl. What do you got?
This is cool. This is cool. We're talking about actors doing cool things. Brad Pitt let his 105-year-old neighbor live on his $40 million former LA estate rent free. Can you imagine? Like you're staying rent free.
Let me tell you something. If I'm letting somebody stay at my house for free, it's gonna be 105 years. They're not going anywhere. They're not gonna mess up the sink.
How do you know that? How do you know that?
Where are they go? That's low activity.
Stem cells and regenerative, like.
Unless he has like 30 other 105-year-olds that he's gonna invite over, I think we're pretty safe.
You never know.
You're right.
You
you're
never
right.
know. Let's not judge a book by its cover.
You're right.
But I thought that was really sweet to see.
Did you know this is the first year that newborns are expected to live till 100 in humanity?
How do you know this?
I read a lot of stuff.
I know you say that. I read a
Isn't
lot,
that cool?
except you don't read any entertainment news.
What? I don't.
You don't.
News.
What?
William
You
D.
are
Johnson
entertainment.
probably knows about this.
I don't get it. This is in the news, so I have to bring
What do
this
we
up. There has been a halt on construction for our buddy Jeff Bezos
For his house?
for his house in Beverly Hills,
going
mega
on?
mansion. Mega mansion.
What's going on?
A little bit of decline of his net worth, I guess, and so they had to halt production on the house. It says $578 billion. Is that right? Is that right? We got to move this over here because we are a live show. Anyway, halting on production. I would love to see where this house is.
Where's your cash flow, Bezos?
You know we are on Amazon, so careful what you say.
I'm just asking. You gotta. Something happens, you got a whole production. The liquidity here. I feel like there should be more liquidity.
I don't know. I don't know anyone's finances but my own.
I'm not a billionaire. I don't know.
I'm not a billionaire yet. I thought of you, Kyle, when I saw this. Everyone is sitting here with their engagement rings and promise rings, and I'm just sitting here with my onion rings.
I love it. Don't like onion rings, but I love Yoda and Baby Yoda.
I sent you a thing on Yoda too about money, which
awesome.
I thought you liked too.
That's awesome.
But this is fun. This is fun.
What do we got?
This is really cute because it is Easter Sunday
but
weekend.
They still want Easter baskets.
This is when your kids are too old, but they still want an Easter basket.
Cleaning products, 100%.
Look at those cleaning products. Look at their
Absolutely.
faces.
Get to work.
Look at their faces.
Get to work.
Look how upset they look.
Start scrubbing. I love it.
They look so upset.
They look really upset.
They look really upset. When did you stop celebrating Easter, or did you ever celebrate Easter?
Yeah, I mean, everyone celebrates Easter.
Yeah.
I used to love a good Easter egg hunt.
Yeah.
Used to love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would you find in the Easter egg hunts?
Starburst, jelly beans.
Starburst.
That's really all it takes to make a kid happy, really.
I think
maybe
you
a
said,
hug or two.
Maybe a hug or two. You sent some stuff to.
Oh.
You want to get into it?
Yeah, well, my mom actually told me when she was visiting. She was like, "Did you know that you never wanted to see Santa Claus, Black Santa Claus, nothing?" She's like, "All you wanted to see was the Easter Bunny. That was it." Like, you know how they take the kids to go see the Santa Claus at Christmas?
Why? Why did you want to see
Just
the Easter
the bunny. I just want the bunny. I don't want anything else. The guy freaks me out. Who's this guy?
I don't know if I would be like seeing a giant bunny as a child is a little freaky.
I can sit on a giant bunny. I cannot sit on a man's lap that I don't know.
All right, I can see that. Listen, I can looking from an adult lens.
Yeah.
That could be creepy.
Again, I wasn't an adult at this time.
I know,
It
but
would be hilarious if I was. like 28 years old, trying to sit on the Easter Bunny's lap. But no, 5 years old.
You know, I took photos recently with Santa.
Of course you did.
With Charlotte. It was like me, Santa, and Charlotte.
Adorable. Yep.
It was at the Grove. It was really fun. Well, let's get into what you brought. Kyle's Corner. What's going on, Kyle?
I want to know where we side on this. Everyone in the studio. Where do we side on this? You guys at home?
What is
I want
this?
to know.
What is this?
A man in Australia.
Oh, it's always Australia with you.
That's these people are doing so much down there.
Down there.
This man took a platypus out of the wild and took it on a shopping spree. Okay?
Wait, what?
He found a platypus in the wild, picked it up, and then took it with him for the day. And then brought it back to his natural habitat afterwards. And the town's gonna sue him like $200,000 for doing so. I want to know where everyone sides on this. Personally, this man is a saint. He picked an animal up, gave it a wonderful day, and put it back home. Like, he's better than Uber. And we're gonna fine him $200,000. He didn't do anything to the animal.
He took a platypus to go
He assaulted
shopping?
the animal. Yes, he took it shopping.
To buy it what?
They have him on tape.
What
He
are
picked
they
it up.
buying?
He brought it to the mall, brought it around the food court, brought it back home.
What are they buying?
Who cares? That's what's between him and the platypus.
Wait, are
My point is,
Are they endangered species?
I don't think so. I follow a page specifically just.
You don't follow anything that's going on in real time. You just follow a page of random stuff.
It gives me random facts of platypus.
What?
Platypi. I don't know what the
Platypi?
I don't know what the plural word is.
I don't think that's correct, my friend.
But I just want to know, like, do you think it's absurd?
Yes.
To do what he did?
Yes.
Why?
What do you mean why?
What if it was a bunny?
Listen, it's different brain.
What if it was a bunny?
That's also weird. I'm gonna
Really?
pick up a random bunny on the side of the street. Let's go shopping.
Yeah,
Hop
yeah.
to it. Like what? No.
No? I would have thought you would be.
Charlotte, my dog, sure, like who I've known and had
What's
for
the
the
difference?
past 2 years.
What's the difference?
It's a random animal walking on the side of the street. I'm gonna just pick up a platypus. First of all, I think they're endangered. Platypus?
Platypus can't be endangered.
I don't think it's like a thing.
I don't think they're endangered.
You really don't think they're endangered?
No.
I mean, I don't know if they're endangered, but listen, I think it's a little. Well, you don't know. Platypus, maybe they get aggressive.
It doesn't even have
It's
teeth.
not his platypus.
It doesn't even have teeth. It has a beak. It's the most least threatening animal in the world.
It has a beak.
It does. With a long tongue. Did you know?
That's so creepy,
Isn't
man.
it?
That's so creepy.
I love this guy.
I don't know. I'm not behind it. I'm not
this is
behind
cool.
it.
This is
What
cool.
are we getting into here, Kai?
This is for my
What's this?
vegans and my animal activists.
Yes, what do we got?
So they have found a way to make leather out of mangoes.
Get out.
Yeah, the Netherlands started it first.
Well,
Oh
then-
no, wait, maybe it's Finland.
Okay.
One of those Nordic countries.
Well, how are you able to make leather
They're
out
going
of
to
mangoes?
show you the process right here. So they're taking mangoes, they take the
cool.
pit out,
Uh-huh.
and then they put like an oil in it, and it makes it real tough.
Okay.
Then they just scoop it out just like this, send it over, then cook it right into like a flat sheet.
It makes me want to eat it.
Right? It looks good still.
Yeah, can you eat it?
Right? Okay,
Oh,
but that's
wow.
the right. And now they're going to send it to
You know
this
what? That
guy.
looks like a fruit roll-up.
He puts he puts like a finishing touch on it.
What?
And then
Get
it gets,
out.
and then it just gets sent to the designer right after that. So
What?
that's going to save animals a lot of lives.
Or we're all just going to be eating our purses.
I mean, I will. Don't bring mango leather around me. I'll chew on
I
it
know.
for sure.
I literally have mango slices
love
over
mango.
here. I have mango slices.
So here's the comparison.
Did you
Right.
see? Andy, you
Yeah,
missed the shoe. You
They
missed
put the two
it.
shoes next to each other.
You missed it.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my gosh.
It's pretty cool.
That is
Pretty cool, right?
It's really cool. I
Yeah.
have a lot of questions.
They make
Fire away.
pineapple too.
They make what?
They do it out of pineapple too.
Oh, that's cool.
Interesting.
See, I don't know. I want to
Pineapple.
know, like, I almost
Very
wanted to
different
break
textures.
into song. I want to know what love is. I want to know what love is. I just wonder, like, you have this fruit.
Yes.
What is about the oil that's going on top of it that's going to keep it from, disintegrating? Because fruit does not stay on shelves for very
That's a
long.
really good question.
You think?
That's a really good question.
Thanks.
But just like when we say like dried mangoes.
Yeah.
How long do they last?
I don't think very long, Kai.
That's true. Why doesn't it rot? Like, why doesn't it rot?
It does rot after time.
This isn't rotting.
I don't know. I'm going to have to ask.
Imagine your shoes start molding.
Can you? Oh my God. Can you imagine?
Look, here's the
No.
comparison again.
I love my shoes.
Can't tell the difference.
I love my shoes.
Isn't that cool?
It's cool. Thank you for bringing that up on Kyle's Corner. I appreciate you, Kyle's Corner.
Some
I think
good
you have
random
something
stuff.
else before we get to our special guest.
What's that?
Oh, I sent this to you, Kyle. Look how cute this is.
Oh, yeah.
Children are so pure. This is a little girl giving water to a man on the street who needed it. Look how sweet. Look
Mm-hmm.
how sweet she is. We're all about good news here, and it just warms our heart. Look how sweet. Look how sweet. Look. Oh, my heart. Kai's like, I want to be a daddy so badly.
I do.
Slow your roll, my my friend. Who is this? And then we'll get to our guest.
Who is this? This is Deion Sanders. This is one of the best football players of all time.
How am I supposed to know
Who is
that?
this? Maybe we each have a rock that we live under.
We do. Mine is the football rock.
Right.
I live under a football rock and know nothing about football.
Correct. So
He lives under everything else.
That's
rock.
correct. She's very correct on that. So this is just Deion Sanders talking about how no one ever came to his high school games.
Really?
Yeah, his parents never rooted for him. No one ever rooted for him. He had to root for himself.
I love that.
And that's really where he got his attitude from for playing.
Wow.
And he said that's the difference between me and a lot of people. I had to see it for myself. I had to see my goals for myself, by myself,
Yeah.
and then reach them by myself.
Yeah,
and I think
yeah.
that's why I'm so powerful to continue to be succeful, is because I really don't depend on anyone else. I really don't expect anyone to tell me yes or no.
Yeah, yeah.
I see something, I want it, I get it, that's it.
You're Ariana Grande. I see it, I like it, I want it,
thanks.
I got it. And that's not how it goes.
I love
it's
it.
kind of like that.
Let's get him on.
We'll be right back
Let's get
with
him on.
Mr. William D. Johnson. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this.
I'm excited. Stem cell, baby.
Friday.
Stem cell.
Stem cells.
Save the world.
Save the world.
Is it hot in here?
I mean, it feels good. I like it hot.
Yeah?
I like it warm.
Okay.
Well, I'm not wearing a whole lot.
That's true. I have like 7 more layers.
Well, you
than
don't have to wear 7 layers. You can wear what you wore in your audition too.
Hilarious.
You're not gonna wear that?
Yeah.
Yeah, just be like
Shirtless. You know they requested it shirtless?
I know, I saw that.
So here is our Jackery. Unbox it. You want to get it charged up. You use this fantastic charger over here. This is the output over there. And it has an extra cable like this with the ability to charge it in your car. So that is really cool. So we have it all charged up. It has here, you can press on the display. You can see now that it is not drawing any power, it is not bringing in any power, and it is 99% charged, which is cool. So as you want to use all your separate things, you can turn on the little lights, and it will show you, as you can see there, that now you can draw power out of them, or you can turn them off, just like you would at home. If you want to leave something plugged in, but not having it draw power, there you can turn it off. So let's have some fun and see what our Jackery can fire up. So in the past, we have used the Jackery to light up our lives with Govee. We have charged our cell phones, and we have done a few other things. But we've even lit up the AeroGarden. How amazing is that we were able to light up the AeroGarden? But today we're going to push the Jackery to the limit, and we are going to take a look at the This Works. What's this? This Works car vacuum. Awesome, very cool. And we could even take a look at Tambi used it. And how amazing is this? Oh my goodness. You can just keep on going and going and going. You can get into every little nook and cranny in your car with all of this. How awesome. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to stick it into our Jackery. Let's do it this way so you guys can see what I'm doing. Turn it on. The little light and the display have gone on because we are about to fire this up. Thank you, Mr. Jackery. There we go. That is cool. So let's see what else we can fire up today. That is just so cool. You see, powerful vacuum, Jackery fired it up. Let's have a look at some of the other things that we can fire up today. Let's see. Here we go. So let's try the Levoit air purifier. This is a high power drawing item, I think. I would imagine so. It's not something that you would generally plug into this little power port here. Amazing. If this works, you know how incredible this must be. So not only is the Jackery used when you are camping or exploring the world in your RV or your car. The Jackery can also be your backup power source for a disaster. Disaster preparedness. The Jackery is definitely something that you'd want to have in your home. And like, God forbid there is something and the air is not pure and now you're stuck in your home, you've got no power, you can't put your air purifiers on. If there's a huge amount of dust in the air, or if there's a big, like we are in California, there could be a huge earthquake, will bring up a lot of dust, but you obviously want to still keep your lungs protected. Let's see if the Jackery not only will give us power, but will also save lives. So plug it in over here. We'll turn it on.
Welcome back to Good Day Live, Friday, April 7th, 2023. We're so happy you're in the studio with me, Andy, Natasha, Kyle T, and the lovely William D. Johnson. Hey, welcome to the show.
Thank you for inviting me.
Thanks for being here. I was saying I ran into you and the lovely crew that came with you outside of the building to Creation. We got a chance to talk for 2 seconds. I said, I don't want to ruin anything. I want to wait till we sit down. How are you?
I'm doing really well. Thank you. Glad to be here.
Glad to have you.
Thanks for coming, man. So, if I understand correctly, you're at the forefront of like science with stem cell research. Yes.
We like to think we're pioneers in regenerative medicine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
really
amazing.
cool.
What got you into that?
It's
area of
actually
science?
very personal.
Yeah.
I was diagnosed about 13 years ago. I was diagnosed with late stage heart failure. And I was given about 1.5 years to live, and I have 2 daughters.
Wow.
And that was totally unacceptable prognosis to me. So I went and did something that was very experimental at the time. And I had to go to the Bahamas to do it because it's not legal in the US. And we used stem cells taken from my own fat, and they went up through my femoral artery and injected my heart. And I got a little better. I got better. I wasn't dying anytime soon.
Wow.
So then progressed 10 years, and I go to Thailand, and I heard they were doing, I got in an accident, it's kind of a long story, but I ended up realizing the medical system there is amazing. It's the #1 medical tourism destination in the Far East.
Really?
Wow.
Their hospital system's amazing.
Wow.
And so I was thinking, I'm going to do medical tourism. And I just happened to find out that they were doing stem cells there too. So I tried a treatment because it's a totally different type of cell. They're using these perinatal tissue, which is birth tissue, not from an embryo.
Okay.
You know, there's no ethical concern here.
Great, cool.
But these cells are far more powerful. We just gave me an IV, and within a month or two, all of a sudden I realized not only was my heart function much better, but my memory got better.
Wow.
Really?
My cognitive function got better, and I just felt amazing. So that began, I got to do this for a living. I got to get into this, and I became obsessed and started researching. All this stuff's online, by the way. You can find all these clinical trials online that show how amazing these cells work.
Wow.
Thank God for the internet.
And I'm not going to go into why you don't hear about it in this country and why the FDA just came out and said you cannot use stem cells for anything that's not FDA approved for. Can't do them off label. Pretty much everything we do is off label because there's.
Yeah.
Anyway, in Thailand, if it's safe, they let you do it clinically.
Wow.
Okay.
But in the US, they have to prove it's safe. Then it takes maybe another 10 years before you do it clinically.
No, that's that time.
So
No,
Thailand was the
especially.
place.
Thailand was the place.
Thailand was the place. And tell us. So to me, it's so fascinating when we have these moments in our lives that are terrifying and almost like close to destruction. I believe it creates room for real growth and purpose, and it sounds like you had this moment of almost dying and then realizing this is my purpose and this is what I want to do.
Exactly.
And I think that's so beautiful and terrifying at the same time. Obviously, nobody should have to go through that. But so tell me, and this is how Demarest started.
Yes.
And the name is personal to you.
Yes, my middle name, it goes back 16 generations in my family, so I'm very proud to put the family name on the clinic because we do really good work. And I also, interestingly enough, was Demarest Films before. I made a lot of movies.
Oh, really? Oh, well, maybe you want to team up
great.
with MAM Studios and film some stuff. That's so cool.
What kind of movies did you like to make?
I produced Hacksaw Ridge, which we won a couple Academy Awards.
Wow, congratulations. That's
with my
amazing.
man, with my man Andrew Garfield.
I love Andrew Garfield, such a sweetheart.
Oh my gosh, look, he's
But Mel
huge fan.
Gibson is one, and I gotta say this
Yes.
story because Mel
Yeah.
Gibson is one of the reasons I got into stem cells too. He treated his father who was in a wheelchair at 90, and his father lived to be 104 walking.
Wow.
I just treated this last week my father,
Yeah.
who's 90.
Yeah.
And we're still waiting for, it takes a couple months for the cells to really do their work, but what a gift.
Yes.
What a gift, what
That's
a-
Be able to give him
incredible.
back something after.
Right.
Wow.
Like, do you feel like you're just like saving lives and extending lives? Like,
I don't want to sound full of myself, but we're witnessing miracles every day.
that's incredible.
That's amazing.
That's really deep work. Probably the most important on the planet at the moment. That's, in my
I
opinion.
mean, when people find out, and the information's all there.
Right.
When people really realize
Yeah.
how powerful is medicine, you can biologically reduce your age.
Wow.
Right.
We've
And
talked
we-
about that, about biological versus chronological.
Right.
And how are you able to test somebody's biological age?
Well, one of the best ways now is this called a cell methylation test, and I don't want to get too into the science,
Yeah,
but
we don't have
it's
to.
very accurate. I can tell you within a year how old you are. If you've never done any work,
Wow.
I can tell you within a year how old you are based on the cell methylation.
That's
really
so
interesting.
cool. That's so
really
cool.
The
interesting.
cool thing is,
Yeah.
after we treat you with stem cells, generally you're about 5 years biologically younger.
Wow.
That's great.
Epic.
Can I get rid of Grace? They asked me to audition today for like a 28-year-old. I was like, are you sure? But that's,
Can you get rid of gray? Yes.
yeah?
Yes.
You
My
have any
personal
t-shirts? I'll wear the
experience.
t-shirt around, I'll get free advertising for you. That's
By the way,
incredible.
one of the things that does best is grow hair.
Really?
Yes.
Whoa,
Check-
you
Hey,
go to
guys-
church
hey, I
and
didn't think
scalp.
that was a
I'm
thing.
so excited.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, I can tell
I'm gonna be calling him every day. I'm like, did you get the thing for the hair yet? Or,
Carrie Ann's just like, I got his number. Don't worry, you're not getting it.
yeah. Oh, that's great. That's
No, it's,
fantastic.
I mean, pretty much any tissue you can any chronic illness that's related to age is treatable with stem cells. I had type 2 diabetes pretty bad. I had peripheral, not neuropathy, nephropathy. I got a little confused.
That's okay. That's okay.
I was getting numbness like in my feet and stuff.
Okay.
And it's gone. The
Wow.
nerves came back.
Wow.
I no longer am a type 2 diabetic.
Wow.
So,
And it's
this
which
company, is it having fights and battles against this national structure?
no, because
of
we
healthcare?
can't operate here.
You don't even operate.
Where
no,
are you
right.
guys? You
Okay.
guys
We're in
are.
Thailand.
That's what
You're
I
in
thought.
Thailand. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I want people to know that this is available. I mean, my
sure.
friend just came from LA. He was in a wheelchair for a year, and he had really bad type 2 diabetes to the point where he has insulin and stuff. And in the first week after doing stem cells, he was walking.
Wow.
We could do a doc on this, right?
Yeah, no, we're gonna. That's one of the most magical things I've ever seen. Because even my own doctor told
Yeah.
him, I don't think it's gonna be of much help because you're pretty advanced.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
his
yeah, yeah.
mind, the mind is so powerful.
It is.
It all starts in the mind, doesn't it?
Absolutely, people
It all
don't
does.
realize how powerful the mind is.
And to see it work in
how
physicality,
powerful.
to physicalize itself, that
The human
belief.
body.
Yeah.
I mean, what all cellular medicine is helping the human body doing what it already does.
Right.
It just kind of forgets as we age.
Yeah. Doesn't it? It seems
know?
so, right? It seems to stop,
you're- yeah.
stop keeping up the good work, really.
Well, like we have stem cells in all of our tissues. And
Okay.
as you age, especially if you're over 50, they get tired. So they don't pick up the signals when the body says, produce, we need more tissue here, we need to fix this. They're napping. So
yeah.
what the cells do that we put in these perinatal cells, it's like a foreman with a bullhorn going up, wake up!
Really? That's so interesting. So I'm
Can
kind
you
of.
imagine waking up with that in your ear?
I look, wake up! You're like, wake up! Wake up! Why does it put a little makeup? Okay. So, but I'm a little versed on cellular regeneration, like the telomeres, for instance.
Yes.
They're like shoelaces.
Well,
Yeah.
they're more of like it's like grow fuel. So like once the telomere runs out, the cell can no longer
Divide.
double, essentially. And what is it, like 50 times it's supposed to double?
I think it depends on the cell type, but I think it's 30 to 50.
30 to 50.
Yeah.
And I assume stem cell research helps the telomere or the cell?
It lengthens the telomeres. Matter of fact, a lot of the different treatments from NAD, which is a great treatment, nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide, it's in all your cells, but as you age, that decreases.
Right.
So we just raise that level. That helps the telomere. There's a lot of treatments that extend telomere length, which is going to extend your life.
Right.
You said that,
the key to it.
by the way, earlier you said something about aging to 100.
Yes.
We are so far beyond that now.
Really?
I believe there's a chance that I won't die.
What?
See, I'm on your page. They always make fun of me. They
It's
always make fun of me. But
It's
I'm with you.
happening so fast.
Yeah.
The evolution of this medicine is happening so fast. We have no idea where we're going to be in 10 years. But right now, 180, I think, is achievable easily.
I mean, especially with the work you're doing, the work that your
like
company's
turtles.
doing outside of this country, compared with all the AI and the knowledge that we're getting from, GPT-4 and all this.
Right.
Combining the two, it's like you don't even know where you're going to end up in 2 years, much less 10.
There's no way to.
There's no way to even.
predict it.
We're at a very interesting time or brink of history, and you're like at the forefront of it. How does that feel?
I love it, and I think within 5 years the wave will push. It's going to be everybody's going to be doing this because you're going to go like buy a beautiful car, be 5 years younger.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
There's
no question.
No question.
Yeah, no question.
No question.
That's awesome.
That's incredible.
I wish we could spend more time with you and get to know more about you, but this is where you get to plug to this camera number 3. Let people know how they can connect with you and get the help that they deserve.
Well, if you're interested, you can go to demarestclinic.com. We are in Phuket, Thailand, and we have one of the most exclusive. If you want to go on a vacation and go home younger, we have a private island. We have yacht service. We have, these. And if you want the more subdued level, we have deals with hotels and stuff. But the beauty about regenerative medicine is there's no downtime. It doesn't hurt your vacation. You don't get laid up.
Love it. I'm going to choose the yacht version, but
I want to take a yacht and be younger.
100%. Private island and younger.
And feel better.
Sounds like the beginning of a horror movie, but I feel like it's like the beginning of a romantic movie.
It sounds like the beginning of heaven.
Sounds too good to be true, but it's not.
It's not. It's
That's
not.
awesome. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you so much for coming
you,
on
guys.
the show. It was so lovely meeting you. Make sure you check this out. It's demarest.com, yes?
Yeah, demarestclinic.com.
I'm sorry, demarestclinic.com for more information. We'll be right back after this. Don't go anywhere. Thank you so much for being on the show.
awesome.
Yes.
I was a little nervous. I hope I didn't talk too long.
No.
You're supposed to.
It's a talk
Please talk the
show.
whole
It's a
time.
talk show.
Yeah.
It's a talk show. You're supposed to talk as much
It's not a
as
listen show.
possible.
It's a talk show.
Yeah, no, thank you. That's fabulous.
So here is our Jackery. Unbox it. You want to get it charged up. You use this fantastic charger over here. This is the output over there. And it has an extra cable like this with the ability to charge it in your car. So that is really cool. So we have it all charged up. It has here, you can press on the display. You can see now that it is not drawing any power, it is not bringing in any power, and it is 99% charged, which is cool. So as you want to use all your separate things, you can turn on the little lights, and it will show you, as you can see there, that now you can draw power out of them, or you can turn them off, just like you would at home. If you want to leave something plugged in, but not having it draw power, there you can turn it off. So let's have some fun and see what our Jackery can fire up. So in the past, we have used the Jackery to light up our lives with Govee. We have charged our cell phones, and we have done a few other things. But we've even lit up the AeroGarden. How amazing is that we were able to light up the AeroGarden? But today we're going to push the Jackery to the limit, and we are going to take a look at the This Works. What's this? This Works car vacuum. Awesome, very cool. And we could even take a look at Tambi used it. And how amazing is this? Oh my goodness. You can just keep on going and going and going. You can get into every little nook and cranny in your car with all of this. How awesome. So, this is what we're going to do. We're going to stick it into our Jackery. Let's do it this way so you guys can see what I'm doing. Turn it on. The little light and the display have gone on because we are about to fire this up. Thank you, Mr. Jackery. There we go. That is cool. So,
Welcome back to Good Day Live. You're just tuning in for the very first time. Welcome to the show. It's April 7th, 2023.
Yeah.
Happy you're in the studio with me, Andy, Natasha, Kyle T.
William D. Johnson.
Yes, William D. Johnson. That was an epic interview.
Yeah.
Learning so much about stem cells, and
insane.
just like how you should. There's so many ways that you can get treatment, and I think we're so limited here. Especially, my mom was looking for so many ways, and I wish she were
Right.
alive for this
I know.
because
I thought about that.
there are so many alternative ways to get treatment and help, and that is a place that you definitely want to check out.
Oh, yeah.
So demarestclinic.com to make sure you check that out for more information, and going on a cruise. Going on a cruise and coming back younger. Does that sound good?
Sounds good to me.
Not just coming back with a tan.
I want to
coming
document it
back
though. If we
maybe
could,
5 years younger.
If we could document the trip and then get that content out,
Maybe Good Day
that's
Live.
the clue.
Yeah, maybe Good Day Live comes on the show, comes on the boat.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, can you imagine?
Like, let's get the show on the boat. Let's get the show to Phuket.
I've never been to Thailand.
Let's get the show
I've never
on
been to
Phuket,
Thailand.
okay?
I've always wanted to have my own travel
Yeah,
segment
let's
thing.
document the experience.
Yes.
Let's document their capabilities.
Yeah, I think it'd be
and their
awesome.
success. I think that's gonna be great.
I think it'd be great. You know what else is great? We got Easter Sunday coming up.
Oh, right.
How are you celebrating Easter Sunday?
With some food and some sleep.
With some food and some sleep.
Yes.
How do you
So,
usually celebrate?
Technically, Easter is regarding the day Jesus rose again, the resurrection.
Yes.
Correct.
Yes, Kyle. You know it. Why are you looking at me like
I'm
correct?
just double checking. Just double checking.
Yeah.
That's wild.
I mean, I
It was
also
after 3
think,
days.
Listen, I don't know, like honestly, if everyone's gonna come after me, if Jesus was actually living and walking on this planet, but I think it's just like almost like a parable for us, right? It's that like we too are like Jesus. We are able to heal people with our hands, heal people with our hearts, heal people with our words. We're also able to, like rise again, like meaning like we can have like some trying times, like crucifixion, like not being nailed up to a cross, but like,
Hopefully not.
with like, yeah, exactly, like with words and hard times and to bounce right back. So yeah.
I'm continually looking at our guest. He's
Yes,
walking out, but
epic,
like,
right? That
I'm
was
just
so
like,
awesome.
That was insane.
That was insane, and I'm gonna very much take him up on that.
Yeah. He's like, if you guys want, you can take a yacht to the
Like,
private island.
you
I was
think?
like, let me think about it.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
all right, yeah, I'll do
Yeah,
it.
let me
Let me mull
just
it
look at-
over.
Like,
Right.
what's there to mull over? Hi, Stephanie. How you doing? Let us know what you're doing for this weekend and how you're celebrating Easter Sunday. We want to see how the rest of your day is going.
Yes.
I like this. Yes.
You like that? That's good? Yes.
Yes, I really want to get into this game, which is
question
really cool.
everything. Okay.
Yeah, question
Let's do it.
everything. So
Whose
yes,
game is this, by the way?
That's a very good question. This is
Who brought it by?
Danielle came over yesterday. She had a really cool interview with our friend Emily Ford, who films
Oh.
at Studio Place for her show called It's Emily. If you haven't checked it out, make sure you check it out. It's a great show. What's that?
It's not called It's Emily.
What's it called?
It Factor.
Oh, just kidding. It's Emily is her Instagram handle. It Factor is the name of the show, but It's Emily is her Instagram, so you can check it out,
Yes.
and that's how you can get more information about the It Factor.
Yes.
It's all about getting that It Factor, and she sure does have it, and her guests do too. What?
That's good. She sure does have it.
She does. She has the It Factor.
Nice.
So this is Danielle, and she created this game, and it's just she said she did I thought this was really cool. She her mentor was Larry King. Isn't that crazy?
What?
Yeah, she's an on-camera host, and so I mean, if your mentor is Larry King, like that's epic.
It's incredible.
But she talked about like she's really good at connecting with people, and let's ask.
You know what?
Let's ask some questions, shall we?
Speaking of Larry King and death, he had the most profound, because Larry King passed.
I know.
But he had the most profound thing to say about passing.
What did he say?
He was interviewed.
Yes.
By another older gentleman.
Yeah.
His name is skipping my mind at this point, but he was like, Larry, how do you feel about dying? He was like, I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
He was like, I feel good because I lived very well.
Yeah.
And I won't know when I won't know I'm dead when I'm dead.
Exactly.
And it was like this aha moment. Like everyone treats it like you're gonna be stuck in this box. It's like you're not gonna have any idea what you know.
No, but then once it's it could be it forever. So that is a scary thing to
I always
take
like to
into.
ask, what'd you know before you were born? Nothing. It was like everything kind of. Well, I asked because it's like okay, well you're going to heaven after death, all this stuff, reincarnation, all this stuff. Okay,
Right.
but where were you before you were born?
Great
'Cause
question. I could have been a butterfly.
You could have been a butterfly.
Who
You could have
knows?
been.
Who knows?
Maybe you were in heaven and you come back down.
Maybe.
Maybe it's like an elevator. You go up and down. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe. Let's see. This was yesterday.
I walk in and I'm like, who's gonna be here? And sitting at a table is Larry King and 6 of his childhood friends.
Stop.
And he has this big smile on his face, and I go sit down, and he orders one of two things. He always ordered matzo brie, or he had Cheerios with blueberries.
Okay.
That day he had the blueberries, and I sit down, and I had all of these questions that I was dying to ask him because I grew up watching Larry King.
Uh-huh.
And I didn't get to nearly one, I would say, because he was the most insatiably curious person I had ever met in my life. And so I was sitting there staring at him, and I was like, this is not going to be my last breakfast with Larry. And I was unemployed, so I kept going back. And he was there every morning. I couldn't go every morning.
Yeah.
But I kept going back, and I got to ask him all these questions about how did you interview this person, and how did you ask this, and how did you broach this subject, and what's one interview you didn't get to do? And he taught me so much, and he really gave me the courage to go out and try and create my own thing, because he had his own show. I didn't know it was possible. I thought I had to work for a company.
Right.
And he was one of the true inspirations of Pretty Smart and also Question Everything, because I always say I learned from the king of questions.
Wow, that is so cool.
So cool what
I
happens
love
here
how
at the
his back
studio.
on my face was like I was like very zoomed in for a minute there.
I love how you get like the very analytical face.
I do.
But what's really cool, I have to say this, and after she left the studio, it was an excellent interview. But after she was so gracious and so lovely, and after she left, I was telling Andy, you know what's so crazy? I too got to meet Larry King, but he was not my mentor. I worked my very first red carpet hosting job was at the 2019 LA Grammy soiree.
Okay.
And what's funny about this is that it's like the pre-Grammy parties, but they awarded Larry King with an award. He's like, I don't know what I'm getting an award for.
For being Larry King. There should be an award called Larry King.
And he was really funny, and he was saying like, you know, he's lived for so long, and he said, I have to say this. This is what he said.
Those
Yeah, the
Larry King shoulders.
Larry King shoulders. I think it's because of the
like-
suspenders.
Yeah.
But like he had said, he had to put it out there that he's getting the award. He's going to bed at 10, and just want to let everyone know that he was able to have his twin boys, and it was all natural. Is what he said.
That's what he said in his
That's
acceptance
what he
speech?
said in his acceptance
That's amazing.
speech. It was hilarious.
I do hear though that one of the keys to long life is going to bed at the same time every night.
I try to do that.
I can't do it.
I try to go to bed every night at 10, but the last couple weeks I have had to extend that to about 12 or 1.
I think once I hit like 50, maybe 55, I'll start like 10 o'clock. That's it. Don't.
That's it? That's
You
it
call
and
me,
done.
I'm gone. Yeah.
Let's give Danielle a special shout out for leaving these cards at the studio. Thank you,
Cool.
Danielle. They're beautiful. We're gonna play a game with them.
Can I?
Can
May
we?
I?
Yeah. You wanna
May I
play?
draw one?
This is all about questioning everything, and this is all for
Who made this
deeper
box?
questions. Danielle did.
Great box.
Great box.
Great card box. Question everything.
All right, here we go.
What compliment do you hear the most?
To me,
Yeah.
you have great energy.
I think it's my smile. I think, yeah, okay.
Okay.
Which means the most to you?
Which what?
Which means the most to you?
Which-
one
which-
makes you the most uncomfortable?
Oh,
Okay, which compliment means the most to you?
you,
Out of all the compliments.
that you just have this disposition. My dad's an attorney, so I heard that this morning.
You can't handle the truth. Okay.
No, I think the greatest compliment to me is the disposition that I have. It's that I have a very opening, welcoming disposition, and I'm very, especially when I'm around other people, I'm very sunny and bright.
That's true.
And I will never, ever, ever make anyone feel not like they're being shined upon, that they have the opportunity to feel authentically them and in a safe space. So
Yeah, you do that
to
very
me
well.
is very important.
That helps me because my thing is being funny, and you help me be comfortable so I can be funny.
Oh, well, I love helping other people feel comfortable.
Now here's a question.
Yeah, what do you got?
Which compliment makes you the most uncomfortable?
For me?
Yeah.
A compliment that makes me feel the most uncomfortable. You got great legs, but I wear a lot of shorts, like a lot of skirts.
Yeah, that's like
so
the-
that's
that's like when Kanye-
I don't think that's asking
That's
for
like when
it. It's just
Kanye
that-
complains about the paparazzi.
No,
It's like
that's the question. Is
your
what's
legs
the one
are
that
out.
makes the most uncomfortable?
Yeah.
You got great legs. I mean, it's like thanks. Like I know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like how do you respond to that?
Well, those legs are out every day.
They are out every day. They'll be out as long as they possibly can until I'm 105. With that stem cell, it might be for 135.
Which makes me the most uncomfortable? I don't know. I don't really have
What compliment do you get that makes you uncomfortable?
I don't
You're
know.
hot.
Not really
You look
uncomfortable.
like Idris Elba.
Don't get uncomfortable about that
I
either.
don't think you would. Where people are like,
Let's
oh,
just put it this way.
Kyle's hot.
Compliments don't make me uncomfortable.
Really?
okay?
What makes you uncomfortable?
What makes me uncomfortable? You know what? I get embarrassed for people. It's hard for me to get embarrassed for myself. Like if I slip, fall, and everyone laughs, I'm like, oh, that just happened. But if someone else slips and falls, I'm like cringing. It like, oh my God, I can't imagine how embarrassed they are.
You're such a sweet dude.
Okay.
You'd never know it.
You would never know it.
Never, unless you get to know Kyle.
Yeah. What is the most challenging part of what you do for a living? Phil.
You want the honest truth?
Yeah, I do actually.
I move really fast. So like when it comes to like this show or it comes to like working on scripted shows, like I move very, very fast. And like I want my other teammates to move just as fast. And when they don't, I get frustrated.
You talking about me?
I don't know who I'm talking about. I'm just talking about people in general.
What do you mean you don't know who you're talking about?
I didn't say it was you. I'll give you an example. Charlotte Chronicles. I had the idea. The idea was stimulated. I started writing. I had a writing partner at the time. She was like, let's start next week. I said, no, this isn't going to work. It's not going to work.
Okay.
I was moving fast, and what ended up working out for me is
Is there any of that happening in here?
I don't know,
You
Kyle.
move fast and like other people are moving slow?
I didn't say you were moving slow.
I don't feel like I'm moving slow.
I didn't say you were moving slow. I just, no, I'm not saying that here. I just say sometimes I want my team to do everything I'm doing, and that's frustrating because I'm a type A person and I want to do it all.
Oh, you want everyone to do what you're doing?
Yeah, like I want
Yeah.
to like multiply myself.
Okay. Yeah. That's the thing. I think that also pertains to this for me.
What?
Just teammates, in general.
But I'm not a good teammate?
You are. You're a very good teammate.
Oh.
Yeah,
But
but
this
I mean,
is
like,
like something else.
if anything challenging is going to come, it's going to come from your teammates.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, just
for
in
sure.
general. And I've had teammates all over the board. Football teammates,
Yeah.
talk show teammates, acting teammates, directors.
Yeah, oh.
Directors are probably the biggest challenge. Because if you
it
don't
must
have a
be-
good director, it makes the job so much harder.
It must be hard as an actor because I too am an actor, but
Mm.
I can't totally claim that I am an actor just because I don't really like people telling me what to do. But I am a good actor. I'm more in the Reese Witherspoon arena.
Yeah, directors are kind of tough. If you don't have a good one, and I don't think directors really tell you what to do. They kind of enlighten you or try to help you understand.
Right.
Ask really good questions to help you kind of open up your brain to a different perspective.
Good
But
directors are good at that.
some directors that are just like, no, yes. Those no and
Oof.
yes directors, those are tough to work with, yeah.
You know who's a really good director to work with? Our buddy Dan Shepling, who is
Oh,
here.
he's super fun.
Wednesday? I can't believe that was already
Love a good-
Wednesday.
love a good director.
So talented and Emmy Award winning as well.
What would younger you not believe about your life today?
Oh, would younger me not believe about my life today? I don't think younger me, as much as she practiced writing and filming her Barbies together and like in like movie formats and like talk show space, like if she knew, even though I used to practice, believe it or not, in my mom's bathroom, I would practice with my shoulder, like my head over my shoulder, and I would hear, Michelle, over here, and I'd be like, on the red carpet. And if you told
Most
me,
pompous thing I've ever heard. But go on.
No!
I'm kidding. Go on.
You never practice winning an award with a shampoo bottle? Mm-mm. You might want to start practicing.
I just never really needed the practice. I feel like I got it.
Whoa, ladies, I got
But
it.
you know what? I do envision like what I would say a lot in my head. I just never like grabbed the bottle and like sat there and be like, oh, thanks so much.
Well, it's cool to like practice it because when you practice
Yeah.
it, you feel it and you feel like what it's like to have those moments. You know, a lot of people like that would train for the Olympics. They would practice what it's like to win the award. Like it's like getting it into your body, into your mind, into the whole belief, because like your body doesn't know the difference between pretend and real.
Sure.
So like if you are really doing it every day, I mean, I had a talk show every day when I was 7 years old. And I had guests. They were mostly my Barbies and stuffed animals, but I had guests. So I think walking the red carpet and like working with incredible people like this, I would tell myself that's a shock. What about you, Kai?
Let's do some tight questions like rapid fire, you know.
All right, rapid fire. These. Okay, rapid fire.
You want to get a good cut out of it. There's too much in there. Could never get a cut out of the little stuff.
In the past, people were buried with items they would need in afterlife. What would you want to be buried with in your afterlife? Quick.
That's dark. Oh, I know. Do it again. Just do it again.
Ooh, this one's better. What is the best advice someone's given you and why?
I need another one. Just go back to the what would you be buried
Okay,
with?
what would you want to be buried with?
I would want to be buried with my future Emmy.
Okay. I'd want to be buried with my dog.
Oh!
Yeah, me and the dog together.
Wait, Soli? You're not going
Rotting.
to get another dog after Soli?
No, yeah, I will. But then, like
So you're
when
going
I
to collect
go,
all the dogs?
all the dogs are getting dug up and put in my coffin with me.
Oh, it's so dark.
We'll rot together.
Next question.
What is the advice someone has given you and why? What is the best advice someone's given you and why?
Don't let other people's beliefs of you or like they're not liking you get in the way of what you're meant to do.
Mine was you don't need validation.
Exactly that.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
It's like everyone thinks you need validation. You don't need validation for literally anything.
Nothing.
Anything.
Well,
What was the
nice.
worst? What was the worst advice you've ever gotten? Mine was smile
Stop,
more.
the worst. Smile.
They were like, smile more. People
I
like
want
you more. I was like,
beautiful smile though.
I do. I'll smile when I want.
Can
Thank you. Appreciate
Do you
it.
want to smile for the camera? I don't know if that's. You're single? Is that real? Did you floss this morning?
Hopefully. Is there something in there?
I didn't check. Your camera was really
Might
close.
be.
Ew. Okay.
When was the last time you felt rejected?
Oh, the last time I felt rejected was, I guess, in my last relationship.
Yeah.
Was that you too?
Yeah, I tried to date a single mom. Who was like not even technically all the way divorced.
What?
And so that's
Why
that.
do you go for the wrong people, Kai?
Oh, what's your superpower?
I have a lot, but I think my superpower is the gift of connectivity. Yeah.
I can
What's your superpower, Kyle?
call people on their BS.
Was that BS?
It's really hard to lie to me.
Was that BS?
No.
Oh, got it.
No.
All right.
It's just being from Jersey. You're almost like gifted that power as soon as you're born.
What is this?
Gift.
A little bit of a gift.
It's a gift. You know?
You're just like, I got you this gift.
Yeah. What's the best thing you've ever quit? Ooh, that's crazy because I don't quit.
The best thing I've ever quit?
I don't quit things.
Oh, I don't know. I would say coffee, but I didn't quit coffee.
You didn't quit coffee.
So there you go.
Yeah. What if I quit? I don't quit.
I'm not a quitter either. It's usually like I give it my all, and then I have to let the other person pull out. Like
Right.
that sounds bad, but it's true.
What's the personality trait that's gotten you most in trouble? Being gregarious?
Yes.
Okay. Mine is sometimes I get too comfortable and make a joke that like is too hurt someone's feelings.
Or risky?
It's a risky joke. It's a risky joke, and
Here,
yeah.
let me ask the questions back to you. How about that? Like
Yeah.
you, like.
Sure.
So I can,
You want to read some questions?
Yeah, sure.
Please.
Okay. What expert do you want lessons from?
Muhammad Ali.
What expert do I want lessons from? Danielle. Danielle, you want to help me?
Nice. Nice. Next.
One thing you are trying to or need to let go of.
Okay. What is yours?
I would say coffee, but I'm not going to let go of coffee.
This is the second time coffee's come up. That's
I know,
hilarious.
because I feel like that's the only thing that I actually should get out of my body.
You know what? I need to let go of some memories.
Ooh.
Like the tipped memory, the high school memory. There's some painful memories, some breakup memories. Just gotta let those go.
Yeah, let them go.
Let those go.
Let it go, Kai. Let it go.
Let it go
Don't hold it back anymore.
anymore.
Let it go.
Let it flow.
I don't think that's how it goes.
No?
I don't know the lyrics anymore.
Me neither. Who sings that song? It's fire.
Mendel.
Who?
Menzel? Mendel.
Ida?
I can't remember.
Ida?
Yeah. How about this? We answer for each other. Most
Okay.
likely to splurge on.
Most likely to splurge on a car.
You're most likely to splurge on a car.
Get a Bentley.
Oh, I was gonna say shoes.
There you go. Next.
I meant like right now.
Oh, yours is creation. Mine is Maria's. Moving on. Or Bellwood. Shout out to Bellwood Cafe.
Favorite story about an ancestor.
Oh, yeah.
I know
What's
what yours is.
Which one's mine?
Yours is the one about finding out that your family is a gangster.
Yes.
And like you peel like your
Apples?
apples like potatoes, but with a
It's
knife.
so-
With a knife, he peels
It's
potatoes
awesome.
with a knife. He's crazy looking.
My blood-related grandfather. Now, I grew up with technically it was my dad's stepfather, who was my grandfather who raised me, or helped with, but my dad's biological father was an actual gangster.
Wow.
But only because his dad, my great-grandfather, was shot by the mob.
Favorite story about an ancestor? I don't have a very favorite story because I would always want to learn more about my family, and my grandmother would be like, everything you need to know is right here.
Let's
That's
shout
why
out
I
to
should
your
try
mom.
a 23andMe.
Does your mom count as an ancestor?
What's that?
Does your mom count as an ancestor?
Look at each other. Back and forth.
Yeah.
Don't look away, don't look at the monitor. Just
Yeah.
Look at each other.
The single best party you've ever been to?
Single best party? My own 16th birthday.
Why do you know that so well?
I got a lot of parties in here. But 16, the entire high school showed up. It was chaos. We absolutely
was there
destroyed
alcohol involved?
a lot of alcohol.
You were 16.
The cops showed up. No one cared. We had 2 people in the sewer. Like,
Wait, what? Why
it
were
was
they
like
in the
there was
sewer?
there was no qualms. No one had a there were no fights. It was just a beautiful dancing time. Sean Paul Get Busy just came out. 50 Cents, It's Your Birthday just came out, so they were playing that on my birthday.
We played that
the
for your
best-
birthday here.
I know. I mentioned that on that
Oh,
day. I
yeah,
was
I
like,
do
they played that on my
remember
16th.
that.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I had my Jason Kidd jersey on. Oh,
Who's
it was
Jason Kidd?
What? Who's Jason Kidd?
Is he a hip hop guy?
He's a Hall of Famer basketball player. Played for the Nets, for the Jersey Nets. No?
The single best
Number 5?
party I've ever been to? I've yet to go.
You've yet to go.
Yeah, I've yet
Fair.
to go.
Fair.
I've yet to go.
Let's try to.
Because I have to cut this. It's got to be back and forth.
That-
Something tight, because otherwise I'm chopping things.
That's tight. That was tight.
We got to answer.
That was super
Rapid
tight.
fire, simple answers, quick answers.
A mistake you made along the way you'd
Hold on,
like.
not ready yet. Look at each other. set
Oh
up,
my
ready.
gosh.
Are we
this is-
selling this?
Yeah. No, he's clipping it together and making sure that she sees it.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
What do you need help with most right now?
I need help putting this segment together.
Help!
Please
We're live.
help. Okay.
Please help.
Okay. We both know what the answer is to that one. Moving on.
Kyle, I already know the answer to this.
What's this one?
What's the weirdest thing you've ever done in your car? Although I don't think people think it's weird.
What's the answer? The weirdest thing I've ever done in my car?
I know you.
What have I done?
I think you've in your car before.
What is this?
I don't know. It's my.
Does anyone? Did she just tell me to steal third? Or
It's my
what is she
like
talk-
G-rated thing, as in like
What
I
was this?
think he's
What is this?
in
What
his
is-
car. Oh, there goes my.
She did. She was like, you know,
I was just thinking that, like, I think you've in your car.
what is this?
That is the
I
most
feel like I'm
G-rated
dancing.
version.
She's like, you know, when you're like, she's like, you know,
That's like the
we're trying to do rapid fire, Andy. I swear, we're trying to do rapid fire. Okay.
Kyle and I, but what's so great about these questions is that you dig deeper.
You dig deeper.
You dig deeper. You don't want just a surface level answer.
Nah.
You want more.
But he wants rapid fire, so
Okay,
it's
well,
like,
the rapid fire.
Yeah,
Let's do it.
yeah,
Okay,
you
all
want
right.
help.
Okay.
Okay.
When was the last time you felt awe?
awe?
Yeah.
Like, aw. Like
No,
that?
like awe.
Oh, felt awe?
Yeah. When you looked into Sully's eyes?
I was gonna say it.
Really?
I was gonna say it.
Wow.
Just when I wake up and look
You're
in
like,
Soul's eyes.
aw.
I love her so much.
Wow.
She's such like a dragon. She's
Isn't
such
she a dog?
Yeah.
Okay.
But like just the eyes and like her personality, it's just
Yes.
so
I
regal
think your answer's too long.
and
we
majestic.
can't cut it.
Sorry. What are we supposed to do? Solar, my
Rapid.
dog.
Okay, so
All right.
my dog. Okay. What's something you wish people could see about you that they don't see at first glance?
That I'm smart.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
That I'm smart.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm really smart.
Yeah.
Really, really smart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although smart people don't really tell people how smart they are.
No, they don't.
Because you want to see their cards first. You know? It's really easy for me. I swear, it's so funny. I'll be talking to people and they'll be like, Kyle. They're like, start talking slow. I'm like, how dumb did I make myself look initially? Like, what is going on right now? Okay.
A lyric, poem, mantra, or quote you hold on to tightly.
Work hard, play harder? I don't know.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I am anything and everything I want to be.
Okay, never heard that before, but
Well,
I
that's
like
a
it.
new one.
I can
okay,
dig it.
Cool.
Okay.
What expert do you want? We already did this one.
Oh yeah, you've gone full tilt. Okay, what is your defining characteristic? Defining.
Defining.
Yeah. I think it's happy. Mine is silly.
Yours is silly.
I just did
You're
a
a numbers
full
dude. You're a
dance.
numbers dude.
What is that?
you
Not
calculate.
a numbers guy.
You're a calculator.
I will throw my.
You are a walking calculator,
I will
Kyle.
throw my financial computer out the window in 5 seconds.
Kyle, but you are 100. It's a gift. You can see numbers.
What's rapid fire? Which temptation do you try hardest to resist? Temptation. I know what it is.
My phone.
Cheese. Mine, hardest to resist, is like, I have a lot to do during the day. All I want to do is sit down and watch movies, and I just can't because I got so much to do. So
All
I just,
day?
if I could, I would love to just like watch new movies all day and
What?
just pick them apart and talk about how they were made. And I will get there.
That sounds like such a waste of time in my brain.
Yeah, you don't make movies. What?
What?
Here we go.
Really?
That was fun.
Wow, I don't make movies. You know what I don't make?
What? Insults.
Enough time for this show.
Hilarious.
We gotta go. I hope you have a great Easter weekend. If you celebrate it or not, hop to it. We'll see you guys on Monday. Have a great day.
And remember, question everything.
Question everything.
All at once.
Everything. Everywhere.
It's a really nice box.
All at once. It's a really
I would
nice
use this box for other activities.
What activities would you use that box for?
Can't say on national television.
Wow. What would you use it for?
It's a good box.
For what?
Great box.
Oh, for your car?
For my car.
For his car.
For my car.
You know, you could put them in here and bring the game.
It's smart. You.
Fashion forward, passion, you know it. Attraction